Did you know that every UK company must now provide an email address to Companies House? Well, stay tuned and we'll explain everything that you need to know. Hi there, Nicholas Campion here from First Formations, the UK's leading company formation agent. With effect from the 4th of March 2024, every UK company and incorporated partnership must provide a so-called appropriate registered email address to Companies House. When setting up a new company, you'll give this information during the incorporation process. Existing companies, however, must provide email address details in the next confirmation statement. And in this video, we explain the new requirements, including the meaning of an appropriate registered email address, how to provide this information to Companies House, and what to do if you need to change this email in the future. So let's get started with what is a registered email address. The requirement to provide a registered email address was introduced in the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act of 2023. Existing legislation, including the Companies Act 2006, has been updated accordingly to include the necessary amendments. Section 88 of the Companies Act 2006 defines a company's or LLP's duty to maintain a registered email address as follows. Firstly, a company must ensure that its registered email address is at all times an appropriate email address. And second, an email address is an appropriate email address if, in the ordinary course of events, emails sent to it by the registrar would be expected to come to the attention of a person acting on behalf of the company. This simply means that any email address you provide must be valid and routinely accessed by someone acting for the company, such as a director or company secretary or LLP member. For limited partnerships, you can find the applicable amendments in the Limited Partnerships Act of 1907, Section 8H. On the duty to maintain a registered email address, it states that it is the responsibility of the limited partnership's general partners. Failure to comply with this new requirement is an offence and can result in serious consequences for both the company and its officers. Companies House will not disclose the details of your company's registered email address on the public record. They'll only ever use it to send relevant communications to the company. For example, important news, compliance updates, filing reminders, and late filing penalty notices. Essentially, you'll receive the same type of correspondence that Companies House also sends by letter to your registered office address. Next, let's discuss how to provide an email address to Companies House. If you incorporated your company before the 4th of March 2024, you must provide a registered email address to Companies House in the next confirmation statement that you file that's made up to the 5th of March 2024 or later. When filing online, the form will ask you to enter the email address if it is your first time providing one. However, if you file a confirmation statement by post, you will need to complete the following paper forms: Confirmation Statement Form CS01, that being the new version, and CS01 Part 5, Registered Email Address. New companies must provide a registered email address when they incorporate. When forming a company online, you will enter the email address on the online registration form. For postal incorporations, you'll need to provide this information in Section A10 of the Form IN01, Paper Application to Register a Company. There is no need to enter the registered email address in any future statements. You'll only have to provide it once. There is a separate process, though, if you need to change the email address at a later date. And that actually brings us on to our final part of this video, how to update a registered email address. You can change an existing email address online through the Update a Registered Email Address service at Companies House. Simply log into or register for your Companies House online account and then enter your company registration number, provide your Companies House authentication code, add the new email address and confirm that it is an appropriate email address as defined by the Companies Act 2006, Section 88A. This should only take a few minutes if you have all the necessary information to hand. You'll receive confirmation from Companies House when the change has been made. So there you have it. That is the new Companies House registered email address. We hope you have found this compliance update useful. If you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments section and we'll get straight back to you. You'll find links to useful First Formations blogs and resources from gov.uk in the description below. Finally, be sure to subscribe to our channel to get more tips and advice on limited companies, reporting requirements, tax obligations and more. We're always happy to help and we can't wait to hear from you. Until next time, cheerio.